Hey, what's going on? Look what I got right here. I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is the silver version, 512 gigabyte. I actually decided not to get the maximum spec. Like I just didn't feel like I was really going to need 1 terabyte this year. If you haven't already, you should watch my pre-order video. I'll leave a link to that up top where you can check out my pre-order video. We ordered from AT&T this year. It pretty much went smooth and I didn't have any issues getting it. And here it is on launch day. I was kind of hoping that FedEx would have got here a little bit sooner. They took their time, and actually one of my friends got his first. And so yeah, I lost this year. I lost the iPhone race this year. But yeah, so let's get to unboxing this iPhone 13 Pro Max. All right, so here we go. So check out this box. They actually had a sticker on here that I had to use a hairdryer to remove. But yep, all we got to do is peel off these little tabs. Here we go. Whoa. So the very first thing I'm noticing, like with the camera bump, is that these are noticeably larger. Absolutely. Like, yeah, that definitely larger. Wow. So shiny. Look at that. Yeah, I feel like that bump is definitely bigger too. Definitely raised more, but I'll compare that with my other phone here in a minute. Yeah, so what else do we got here in the box? So, you know, our normal design by Apple in California with our SIM eject tool, little sticker, and of course our USB-C to Lightning that they always give us. No charger block, obviously, because they haven't been doing that. Let's power this baby on. Hello. All right, so just going to go through the normal stuff here. Okay, so just to compare it with last year's phone, I mean, they're basically both, I don't know if you can tell, but just basically the same exact size. I think it's maybe just a little bit thicker than last year's phone. So you can't really tell. Look here on last year's phone how the stainless steel has gotten scuffed up compared to, yeah, I guess I should get that polished. Here's the, you can definitely see how noticeably larger these are. So right here you have the iPhone 12 Pro Max on the left and the iPhone 13 Pro Max on the right. As far as like weight, I really honestly can't tell you the difference. I mean, I feel like they're about the same weight. I believe this one is supposed to be just a little bit heavier due to the new battery, but yeah, you just really can't tell much difference. I feel pretty much the same. So this is the case that I decided to go with. It's a clear case with a kickstand. I really like the fact that I like having the kickstand, and like I keep buying these same cases just because I can prop my phone up and watch a video on it. And well, that definitely looks bigger than the last one, so just fits in there nice, and it kind of shows off the phone. It shows that you can see the colors and the camera, and then it protects the bump when you're laying it flat like this. And then it still allows for wireless charging, so I use the wireless charging at night. And then of course it has this nifty little kickstand that you can use to sort of hold your phone up and then like hold it like that as well. It looks like I gotta peel this back piece off yet, but yeah, it's just really like the way the kickstand works. Just makes the phone lay nice and flat. And basically I got the same one for both, and I've really enjoyed it. I'll put a link to the case down in the description. Alright guys, so for the rest of this video, I'm going to be filming using the iPhone 13 Pro Max on the GooFoto flexible tripod. And it's really a great little tripod to have for your phone. It holds onto it nice and tight. It's, you know, you got a brand new phone, you don't want to go anywhere. This thing's really great for filming. You know, you can wrap it around stuff like trees and whatnot. So, alright, so this is the forward-facing camera in the cinematic mode. So basically, this is supposed to give me a blurry background, and I have it set to, can't change it while it's recording, but I have it set to f2, basically simulating f2 for a blurry background. And I bumped up the exposure a little bit just to give it more of like a blown out highlights look. This is the forward facing camera. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, this is the blurriest I've ever recorded a background on an iPhone front facing. Let's go ahead and switch it around to the forward cameras and do some more tests. So this is kind of interesting. This is on the 3x camera in cinematic mode. Kind of see just how it can focus different areas. Just looking through the woods is like kind of interesting, like some of the things it's choosing to focus on. All right, so here's basically the camera app, and you can see here that we have our normal stuff like pano, portrait, photo. Each one gives you, you know, your different cameras, all the way into the 3x camera, which is a little bit more punched in than the 12. So you get the video, same 3 cameras. When you get to cinematic, you just have the 1x or the 3x option for cinematic. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, it's losing focus there. Okay, so in addition to that, you'll notice over here you have this F, which is your f-stop. So here you can drop all the way to f2, which is wide open, which will give you the most blur on your background, and then all the way up to f16. Now, this can be adjusted in the editor later. So, you know, looks like they want you to go to about f2.8. So yeah, in addition to that, there's actually an exposure setting. So you can actually crank up the exposure by a factor of 2, or drop the exposure down to -2. So, you know, sometimes I like to shoot with a little bit more, you know, it's basically an exposure compensation. I wouldn't surprise me if you can adjust that later as well. And then of course, you know, you have your thing for your front facing camera, and then, you know, turning the flash on or off. So yeah, and then when you hit record, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on that. When you hit record, you lose access to all those. You really don't have access to much other than just focusing. So you can do like racking focus, like I'm focusing between these two flowers right here. And that's what they showed in the demo, that like you could be focusing between 2 people talking. So this is the 4K on the front facing camera. Again, the cinematic only does HD 1080p. So this is 4K. Looks decent. The sun definitely very harsh. It looks like it has trouble getting the colors right, but I mean, it's not bad. This is the 4K on the front facing. This of course is the 3x zoom. Back to 1, and then this is the ultra wide angle in 4K 24. That's my outside studio. Okay, so another kind of interesting thing is this sort of macro capability on the phone, where it can get in really close to subjects. Like, and did you see that there? Like how it kind of like the screen changed? That's because it's actually switching cameras. and in order to get that close-up look. So this is like about how close in we can get. And you know, I know some Android phones have been able to do this, but this is really a first for iPhone to be able to get in and get those like macro shots. You can switch cameras. So this is the 0.5. That's the 1, and then this is the 3x. So here's the macro mode. Look at that. Wow, look at how crazy close that is. So that's on the 1x. I'm not really sure which camera it's using. Let me switch to the 3x. I feel like that's the same camera. It's just doing it with software. But yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten... Whoa, he looks so huge. That close to Mr. Beta. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for this video. In about a week, I'm going to do a follow-up after I've had some time to actually play around with the phone and really get to learn it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment if there's anything you'd like me to test or see in the next video. Anyways, I really appreciate you sticking around to the end, and we'll see you in the next one.